Guys, another Eagle tack. The reason I'm bringing this light to you guys is because you guys keep on asking me what is the best thrower for a single 18650 light, and then I'll tell you guys it will be the M30CvnT, and you're like, whoa, that light is too big. And then I'm like, how about the S200C2VN? And you're like, you guys are like, that throws pretty good, but it's not all that great. It throws like 125, 150 lux or something, and you're like, can we do it a little bit better than 150 lux, but not much bigger? And you know what? I looked around and I looked around, and then I was like, you know what? Eagle Tack makes the M30LC2. I've never ordered this light for some reason. I've never ordered it. I didn't bother because I thought that the S200C2VN is good enough for a single for a single 18650 light. If you want anything bigger, then get a really big light. But you know what? This is a really good light, and I gave it a shot, and I was surprised. All right, so let's check it out. This one, the packaging is actually still intact. Okay, I've been showing you guys. I've been unboxing lights with missing stuff, missing packaging. All right, so this is how the light came from the factory. Lanyard. And Eagle Tack lately has been going crazy with flip-up diffuser, which I like a lot. Okay, and this one too has a flip-up diffuser. And look, there's even a spring in the flip-up diffuser that I'll actually hose it open. Very nice touch. Junk. They give you so no holster in this light. Okay, no holster. They give you this bag, this decent bag. I'm not sure for what, okay? You're gonna sell a light, you're gonna deliver it in this nice bag. It comes out nice, but then if you're really on duty using this light, you don't really ever need this bag again. So it's kind of a nice bag to just, for like a one-time use kind of a thing. Kind of a waste of money in my opinion. All right, so, this is it. Look how big that reflector is. And look how deep that reflector is. Okay, and that's the reason why I throw so well, all right? Okay, so typical Eagle Tack stuff, right? Very strong clip, hold down with a retainer ring, nice rubber grip, a lanyard hole here that actually spin, very nice button. The end part here is perfect, all right? Nothing to say. The front part, ultra thick stainless stripe bezel here. I kind of wish it was black because I really like to keep it tactical and just more mystical looking. But I guess if you really wanted to, you can get DHT, an option for me, and then I'll make that a darker look, all right? And actually, that's a good point. DHT would actually look really nice on this one versus just matte black. So, for this particular light, I've decided to just offer one LED, one option only, okay? You can only get this light with driver VN 2 and XPG 2 PDT. It throws like crazy. Let me show you guys the number here. It's shocking, right? 300 lux. 300 lux. That's crazy, okay? For a single 18650 light that is relatively not crazy large. 300 lux is amazing. That is amazing. That's the same throw you have in a K40 SVN with XPL PDT. Okay, and let me show you guys here. That's a K40 SVN. So if you have XPL PDT in here, and which is a very good thrower, it throws the same as this much smaller light. And look at the size of the difference in the reflector. So 300 lux is incredible. However, most of the lumen is in the hot spot and is in the corona. So there's not a lot in the spill. Okay, which is a good thing. You don't really want any output to be in the spill anyway. All right. But here's the sad part. It only measured 750 lumen. Okay, I was hoping it'll hit like 900 lumen, but it only puts out 750. And I wasn't sure what cell light ran in it. I'm thinking that VTC5 would maybe get it up to 800, but it's still 100 lumen shy of other very heavily driven single 18650 cell with a XPG 2 PDT. And here's the reason. Here's why I think so. The LED is so deep into the light, and there's so much. It's just because it's so deep into the light. I think there's quite a bit amount of output lost, and in our case, I think we lost about 150 lumen just because the LED is so deep in the light. So out the front output's not that impressive. But then again, what we need is the output in the hotspot and the corona, and it's there. Okay, so what don't I like about this light? It throws very, very well. It throws so well that it takes a really long distance for actually the light to focus, okay? There is one thing that I wouldn't say I hate, but I have to mention, is if you can see here, the corona is kind of odd. There's the hot spot, and there's a bright corona around it, and then there's a dark ring, and then there's a bright ring. So it's not really rings, but it's definitely hot spot, corona, and then dark spot, and then bright spot. The good news is, if you're shining on a white wall at a relatively close distance, that's the effect. The good news though, if you shine it even on a white wall, but really far out, like say 15 meters out, the beam focuses enough that is very nice. You have a hot spot and then even corona. But I have to mention that up front because a lot of you guys are going to be getting this light and shine it right on the wall 5 meters away from you, and you're like, hey, that beam is not perfect like you said it would be. Trust me, shine it farther away and the beam is perfect. So that's the only thing I want to mention. Light's overall very well built. It's still a little funky. The head is still a little large for my taste, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are okay with that. Okay? And that's what you need to throw 300K lux from a single 18650 cell. It's not too absurd either. Okay? Do I like it personally? No, not that much. Head's a little large for everyday carry. Alright? Or even for holster carry. That's why I didn't come with a holster. But aside from a slightly large head, I think it's a pretty good light, alright? Yeah, it's still a little too large for me, alright? Gotta be honest, it's a little too large for me. Okay, that's all. It's a good light. 90K, 300K lux, 750 output, out the front lumen. Thank you.